From the historic East Cobb Baseball Complex in Metro Atlanta, it's the 2014 championship for the Challenge Cup here on TravelBallSelect.com. And hello again, everybody, and welcome to our final broadcast of the 2014 gathering of some of the best teams in the 11U classification. This is the championship game of the Challenge Cup. And a fastball to start things high in this matchup between Fury Elite, encompassing the Chattanooga, North Georgia area, versus the Clash of Los Angeles, obviously from Southern California. Home team today going to be the LA Clash, the visitors, Fury Elite, and C.J. Robertson to lead things off. He takes a strike on the outside corner. High and tight now. And a leadoff walk to start things. C.J. Robertson, the center fielder for Fury Elite, starts as the lead base runner. Cody Turner on the mound for the LA Clash. Start to give you the particulars now for each team. Fury Elite, they base them out of Tennessee here in the listing. One of the best teams in Central Tennessee. They recently placed third in the Georgia NIT, where they went 3-1. And this team, once they get hot at the plate, can really be very, very productive. They're led by head coach Mark Roberts, Scott Houghton, Jamie Jones, and Doug Pridmore, their assistants. Cody Turner on the mound, looks in for the Clash and deals. A fastball off the outside corner to Keaton Ray. Ray, the right fielder today for the Fury Elite. He'll be followed by Chase Roberts and Noah Pridmore, barring, of course, the double play. Roberts standing on deck. He'll be the pitcher today for Fury Elite as well. And a strike. Meanwhile, the LA Clash, led by head coach Chris Santorica, Rixa. Assistants Lee Ellis and Trent Cooper. The Clash, actually one of the top teams in the country, but did not perform in pool play the way a lot of people had expected them to, and they were sent into the Challenge Cup. Two separate. We started our play here at East Cobb in the 2014 championships as a runner breaks. Snap throw down to second from his knees, and the throw comes in late, and it's a stolen base for Robertson. We started with 30 teams inside of pool play on Wednesday afternoon, and by the end of play on Thursday night, the top 16 teams out of pool play came into the Travel Ball National Championship brackets, while 14 more were moved over to the Challenge Cup. Shot into center field and pretty deep. Moving over, the center fielder makes the call and the catch. Good play there by Noah Blythe. And an F8 for Ray. That'll get us to Chase Roberts. But this is a bit of a kind of an odd way, kind of an odd situation to describe to some people out there. Some people will feel as though that the talent level in the Challenge Cup bracket, if you don't know about it, is a lower type talent pool. Well, that's just not necessarily the case. In fact, there are a handful of teams in the Challenge Cup that would certainly have contended for the national championship had they been placed in the TNC bracket. High now, 2-0. Now 1-1, pardon me. Clash have played up a lot of 2014, as in playing 12-year-olds. much of the season. Look at this shot, hit into left center field and pretty deep. Left fielder makes the call and the catch for out number 2. Good job by Sam Biller to take charge of that one and record the second out of the inning. So after a walk to Robertson to lead things off, and he got a stolen base, 2 consecutive flyouts by Ray and Roberts, and that'll get us to Noah Pridmore, the extra hitter today. Clash had an impressive run at the 12U Cinco de Mayo SNIT, where they placed second. Again, the 12U tournament, playing up against their competition by a year. They're going to wave Robertson to the plate. The throw back into the infield is cut off, and Fury Elite draws for first blood in this championship game of the Challenge Cup. Irvin Hernandez now. Right-handed third baseman for Fury Elite. Lines one right at third to end the inning. Johnny on the spot, Diego Bacchiero for the out. But not before an RBI single by Noah Pridmore. Gets us to 1-0 to the bottom half of the first inning in the 2014 Challenge Cup.
This is Nations Baseball.
Matty Ice to the plate, driven, high, deep, gone. Gets over the fence by about a foot.
Nations Baseball features the most complete roster and team classification systems in the country, allowing for true class play, matching teams of equal skill levels better than any other organization on the planet. Teams compete in Metro, Select, Elite, and Premier classes in leagues and tournaments around the nation for a chance to attend World Series and National Championship events in the most attractive locations in the country.
That's it. 3 in a row to first base, and that will end it.
To the bottom half of the first, and an immediate shot up the middle, and a base hit for George Cooper to start things. The extra hitter for the LA Clash out of Southern California. Now the left fielder, Sam Biller. Clash took 2 out of 3 games at the California Travel Ball Qualifier over the Corey Lytle squad. Now, for those of you not aware, the Corey Lytle team, one of the better teams in the country all year, and a team that reached deep into the TNC tournament, the national championship. This one skied to right and deep, but hooking foul. Clash have got 2 All-Americans on their squad from 2013, Tyler Gannis and Noah Blythe. So this is a team that coming into this East Cobb get-together in Metro Atlanta starting on Wednesday was, well, quite simply one of the favorites, I suppose. If you were to pick about the top 10 teams that would have a realistic shot at winning the national championship, they were one of those teams. Breaking for second, Cooper in with a stolen base with nobody out here in the bottom half of the first. Single and a stolen base now for Cooper. Biller with a chance at the RBI. Right-hander kicks and fires. Outside corner. Look at that. Cooper streaks down to third. Throw gets away, and now he's coming to the plate. Tied at 1, bottom of the first. Well, Mr. Cooper manufacturing the tying run in the bottom half of the first inning. Chase Rogers, by the way, I know I mentioned it last inning, but Chase Rogers on the mound for Fury Elite. And now both pitchers have given up a run in the opening frame. This is the final game of the 2014 travel ball season here at the East Cobb Baseball Complex, one of the meccas of, well, youth sports, especially youth baseball, and more specifically nowadays, over about the last 10 or 15 years, travel baseball. If you get bored and you're a real sports fan, especially a real baseball fan or baseball historian, go over to the East Cobb Baseball website. Click on the link of players, or maybe it says former players. I forget exactly, but go on there and check out the link of the former players that have played either for East Cobb or for East Cobb when they built the complex, because, of course, East Cobb Baseball, the Astros, goes way back into the mid-'80s. Liner at second. Fielded, throwing for the out. So Biller retired 4-3. The whole East Cobb thing started with a handful of really great teams being led by Gary Baldwin, starting at about, I guess they started maybe 85 or 86. And immediately they had some high-level college players, major league draftees, and soon thereafter guys started playing through the East Cobb program with the Astros and making it to the pros, to the major league level. Here's Tyler Gannis, the first baseman for the LA Clash in this championship game. If you visit that East Cobb website and you check out some of the names, you'll be astounded at the list of major leaguers that have played in the program. Gannis retired F9. Again, not just here at the East Cobb Baseball Complex, but reaching all the way back into the 80s, back before they even had the complex. If you can't tell, I'm a native. That's part of the reason I know the history. I used to cover a lot of the guys that helped make this program what it is back in the early 90s. A strike to start to Diego Bacchiero, Clash third baseman. Roberts, the right-hander, kicks and fires. And a curveball stroked down to left on one big hop. The third baseman throws across the diamond, and a good, fundamentally sound play by the third baseman, Irvin Hernandez. And the inning comes to a close, but not before George Cooper helps to manufacture a single run in the bottom half of the first. We'll head to the top of the second, tied in the 2014 Challenge Cup Championship.
Great hitters aren't born, they're made. Swing Away makes them.
Hi, I'm Bryce Harper. If you want to be a better hitter, all you have to do is swing away.
Now, all baseball players and softball players can train like the pros. Hit anywhere, anytime, inside or out. Players of all ages and skill levels can get serious and immediate results with the Swing Away.
Swing Away will make you a better hitter, period.
You're just a swing away from becoming a great hitter at swingaway.com.
How important is confidence to success in travel baseball? 80% is the most common answer I get, and it may be even more. Baseball is hard enough the way it is, but I find that some of the biggest robbers of confidence in young players is their parents and coaches. So go to Play Big Travel Ball right now and get my free report. 3 hidden mistakes even top travel ball coaches make that crush player confidence and turn wins into losses. And I'll give you the fixes for them as well. So go get my free report at playbigtravelball.com.
Top half of the second inning and a 1-1 affair. I believe we've got a change on the mound, by the way. Ground ball down the first base line and foul. Now at the plate for the Fury Elite, Caleb Valdez, the first baseman. It'll be Valdez, Maynor, and Kaufeld. Looks like Diego Bacchiero is now the man on the mound. Moving over from third, the right-hander kicks and fires, swing and a miss. They'll say he got a piece of it. They'll have to throw him out, and they do. So the strikeout of Valdez. And now Landon Maynor. Maynor at second base for Fury Elite in this one. Bacchiero starts him with ball one. It's a team, Fury Elite, based out of Tennessee in the Chattanooga area. But if you know the Chattanooga area, of course, it's as much a North Georgia city as it is even Tennessee. Many people from the North Georgia area and Catoosa County and the surrounding areas drive into Chattanooga to work. Swing and a miss by Maynor for out number 2. Now Kaufeld. Seth Kaufeld, the left fielder. Bacchiero. Bunt attempt by Kaufeld. Bounces off the plate and foul. Both of these teams met just today in the quote-unquote championship game of the winner's bracket. Clash came away with the win, advanced to this title game. Fury Elite fell down into the loser's bracket where they had to win to set up this matchup. So neither of these teams with major pitching issues, you would imagine. And I must say, I'm not speaking with all fairness, having not seen these teams maneuver through the Challenge Cup. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. How about that? 3 strikeouts in the inning. The side is retired via the strikeout. We move on in a 1-1 ball game on TravelBallSelect.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
This is Nations Baseball.
Matty Ice to the plate, driven, high, deep, gone. Gets over the fence by about a foot.
Nations Baseball features the most complete roster and team classification systems in the country, allowing for true class play, matching teams of equal skill levels better than any other organization on the planet. Teams compete in Metro, Select, Elite, and Premier classes in leagues and tournaments around the nation for a chance to attend World Series and National Championship events in the most attractive locations in the country.
That's it. 3 in a row to first base, and that will end it.
Bottom of 2 here in Metro Atlanta in the 2014 Challenge Cup Championship game. Chase Roberts climbs the mound in the second inning, sitting in a 1-1 ball game. He'll have Blythe, Turner, and Garcia in the home half of the second. Not very surprising for many people that these two teams came out into the championship game of the Challenge Cup, quite frankly. Two of the better teams that did not make the TNC, Travel Ball National Championship bracket. Roberts to Blythe. Inside corner with a fastball for a strike. I'll tell you, a lot of big-time hitters on this Clash squad with some gaudy numbers offensively. Two guys over 500 in the tournament. 6 guys over 400. Boy, oh boy. Pretty impressive numbers. And now Turner. Cody Turner with a runner breaking down to second. The throw late, and Blythe has got it stolen. Well, Turner started on the mound. Cody, the man at the plate right now, started on the mound for the Clash, and that appearance was short-lived. He was relieved by Bacchiero. Pop up to second. And 2 men out now. Or pardon me, 1 man out and a runner at second. For Garcia, Junior Garcia, the right fielder. That was an easy play for Landon Maynard. Throw back behind the runner, try to get him down. Good job, good tag there, placed by Kenyon Ransom. Little cue shot falling into left center field for a base hit. Rounding third and holding up there is Blythe. And Garcia now puts runners at the corners with 1 man out. A walk and a stolen base, a pop-up, and then a solid single by Garcia. Now Max Muncy. Roberts checks a runner at third and deals. Runner breaking, and another stolen base. Clash extremely aggressive on the base paths. 4th stolen base in 7 batters. Roberts set and deals. Muncy tried to hold up, and they'll say he did. Peel down to second. Love to see that from the home plate umpire. Field umpire says no, sir, no swing. 2-0 count. Shortstop cheating to the bag behind the runner. He'll shift over now down into the hole. Chopper down to third and over the extended arms of the third baseman and into left field for a base hit. 1 run is scored, a second runner to the plate. It's a 2 RBI single for Max Muncy. That one just beyond the reach of Irvin Hernandez over at third. Now Ruben Acuna. Tennessee versus California in the 2014 Challenge Cup Championship. It's been very interesting throughout the week to see the states that were represented by all the teams from Wednesday through now late into Sunday. Usual suspects been very heavy. Tennessee, Georgia, Florida in the southeast. California, Texas, as you start to work your way out west. Midwest really represented well this week. Indiana, Michigan. States that aren't always at the top of the list as far as travel ball is concerned. Although, of course, every state has at least one or two top flight travel ball teams. Some states just dominate that category. Cunha with an 0-2 coming to him. Robert set and fires. Cue shot off the end of the bat. Fielded at second. Fire to first. And Maynor records the second out of the inning. Muncy moves over to second. And now Martinez. Izzy Martinez. Second baseman for the LA Clash. With the gray tops, pinstripe pants, and purple socks. Big C on their chest. Fury in the all whites. Plain but nice uniforms. Got the word elite across the front. Ground ball down to first. Race to the bag is won by the elite first baseman, Caleb Valdez. And so the inning comes to a close, but a 2 RBI single put down by Max Muncy, and it's now 3-1 through 2 at the East Cobb Baseball Complex. Third inning now in what is a different ball game. 3-1. Fury Elite now trailing. Oh, high chop down to third. Did it stay fair? No, sir. I don't want to harp on it. I know I've talked about it a couple of times, but I'm telling you, if you want to know just how stellar the talent pool is or has been throughout this week here at East Cobb, just look at the two teams playing in this tournament. Two of the top teams in the country. Winning the Challenge Cup is quite the accomplishment. Inside with a fastball right on top of the knees, and I mean right on top of the knees of Ransom. Kenyon Ransom, who shoots one down the right side and foul. Ransom at shortstop today for the Chattanooga Bay squad. Arquero kicks and fires, and it's fouled back into the screen, staying or getting us to 3-2 rather. Bryce Houghton, the catcher, to follow, and then Hunter Jones, an extra hitter after that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 batters. And an inning opening walk to Ransom. One of the unique rules of travel ball, at least in this tournament especially, the ability to hit either 9 batters, 10 batters, or your entire roster. No numbers in between, but 9 or 10. You can have the typical 9 or go to 10 with an extra hitter or a DH, as you see a lot at the youth level. Or in this case, a lot of times you go to 11, or the entire roster, I should say. Runner breaking, throw down to second, not in time. Jamel Smith, our jack of all trades, sitting to my left, thought he was out. Jamel, you're not wearing a blue shirt, so he was safe. Big spot in the ball game now. They'll say he offered, and it's 0-2. Bryce Houghton, number 34, the right-handed catcher, stands at the plate. Good-sized kid, 34 waits and 30 delivers. Diego Bacchiero, swing and a miss as it gets in the dirt. Pick up, throw to first, runner out. So one man out now. After the strikeout of Houghton, Ransom advances down to third, and Hunter Jones with a chance at an RBI. Get his team back to 3-2. Hunter just needs solid contact up the middle or a fly ball. Good speed at third. Macchiero, the first. Sweeps off the outside corner, 1-0. The weather's been perfect today in certain ways. Showing bunt. Safety squeeze. Runner gets back to third. Yes, it was incredibly hot earlier in the afternoon. A lot of high sky up to, I'd say about 2 o'clock in the afternoon when the clouds really started to roll in. Swing and a miss. And a ball that pops in the dirt. Now 1-2 the count on Jones. Macchiero getting a lot of swing and missing. Swings and misses. When the clouds rolled in, it just barely spit a little bit of rain on top of us, but did not come that downpour we were all hoping we wouldn't see. 1-2 count, one man out, top half of the third inning. Boys from Chattanooga, Tennessee trying to get back in this one and cut into that 2-run Los Angeles Clash lead. Swing and a miss. So they'll have to try to get him in with 2 men out and C.J. Robertson coming to the plate. C.J. walked to lead off the ball game. Promptly stole second base, but he didn't make it around until 2 men out when Noah Pridmore was able to deliver an RBI single. Fastball low. So now a good cloud cover here in Metro Atlanta. Still warm, of course, but no rain to speak of. No man's land. Out in left, near collision from shortstop and left fielder, but able to make the play there, the shortstop, Max Muncy, to end the inning. A threatening base runner for Fury Elite of Chattanooga, but the runner stranded at the end of 2.5 here at East Cobb. It's 3-1 home team on TravelBallSelect.com. Bottom 3 and the home team, the LA Clash, come to the plate owning a 3-1 lead. The first pitch chopper down to third, and George Cooper will reach. Cooper smashed that one down to Hernandez. It took a big hop, I think a bigger hop than he had imagined. He had lowered his backside, bent his knees, lowered his glove, and was expecting about a knee-high hop. And they may have Cooper picked off. Better hurry on the throw to second, and he beat it out. Boy, Cooper has been easily one of the more aggressive base runners and successful base runners I have seen through 4 days of being here, 3 days of being here. That's saying something, because in the TNC tournament, those brackets, boy, we saw some really talented runners. Look at this. Cooper down to third, and he's got another one. Cooper's reached twice and stolen 4 bases. How about that? Well, RBI opportunity, another RBI opportunity for Sam Biller, who grounded out to the second baseman. His first time up. So if he tests Landon Maynor again. That's all he'll need to do to get a run in. Got Hernandez even with the bag at third. But everybody else playing at normal depth. Strike 3 called. How about that pitch? Boy. New pitcher made quick order of him. Keaton Ray, the new man on the mound for Fury Elite, by the way. Keaton Ray takes over for Chase Roberts. Ray allows the first man to reach, or more precisely his third baseman may have. 2 steals, strikes out the next guy. And here's Gannis. Tyler smokes one into center field. Coming on, the center fielder calls and catches. Tagging, Cooper to the plate. Throw a little bit errant and bounces off the mound. So George Cooper has scored himself a run. It's a sacrifice fly. RBI for Tyler Gannis. They're going to peel over to third. And they'll call the runner safe, saying he did not leave the bag too early. You know, Keaton Ray's pitched well so far in coming in this third inning. Got an unearned run to show for it. Error by the third baseman, Hernandez, to start things. That man went on to steal 2 bases, and he scores on a sacrifice fly. Bacchiero at the plate now. Diego, a ground out to third to win the first inning. Four-pitch walk to Bacchiero. Well, Ray got his work cut out for him now, does Keaton, to try and control this inning with Blythe coming to the plate. Noah walked and stole a base to start the second inning. Fastball high and tight. Snap throw down to first and the runner back. Just a few defensive changes here for Fury Elite in the inning. Pop up. Behind the mound, coming in and making a diving grab, the shortstop for the final out of the inning. A fine defensive play by Kenyon Ransom to finish the inning. 4-1 now at the end of 3 at East Cobb.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
This is Nations Baseball.
Matty Ice to the plate, driven, high, deep, gone. Gets over the fence by about a foot.
Nations Baseball features the most complete roster and team classification systems in the country, allowing for true class play, matching teams of equal skill levels better than any other organization on the planet. Teams compete in Metro, Select, Elite, and Premier classes in leagues and tournaments around the nation for a chance to attend World Series and National Championship events in the most attractive locations in the country.
That's it. 3 in a row to first base, and that will end it.
Halfway home in the championship game of the 2014 Challenge Cup Championship game. Pop up at short. First pitch swinging, Keaton Ray, and he's retired with a pop up to the shortstop. Now Chase Roberts. Well, Bacchiero is certainly settled in. He's giving up a run in the first inning. Fury Elite out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. The first runner aboard, and Robertson with a walk. He stole a base and came around to score an RBI single. Since then, just a walk. Eight out of the last 9 guys have been retired by Bacchiero. The lone blemish, a walk to start the third. Roberts a fly out in the first. And a ground out here down to third. Great throw. Great throw across the diamond. And the retirement of Roberts. Good throw. Izzy Martinez is over at third now. Holy smokes, these teams have made a lot of defensive changes. We're not necessarily privy to all the changes here at field level in the broadcast area. We'll piece them together as we get there. Noah Pridmore now. Takes a breaking ball that sweeps outside. 55 with the only RBI of the ball game so far for Team Tennessee. And he drives this one to left and deep, deep, and gone. A solo home run by Noah Pridmore. Make it 2 RBI for the Fury Elite first baseman. Well, the ball has certainly been carrying out of field 4 today. Big man really smacked that one. A low screamer. And went out of here right by the scoreboard in left field, true. That's a big moment. That gets them back to 4-2 with 2 men out. That's a kind of moment. You kind of felt like we were being lulled into a little bit of a sleep here, a baseball sleep as I like to call it. Sometimes teams go through the motions. You see a lot of guys retired in a row and a team falls asleep. And now you got yourself a line drive single into center field by Hernandez. It's just this type of moment, solo home run and a striking single right afterwards, that can kind of light a fire under your team's feet. And Valdez. Ground ball at second, throw to first, inning over. But the offense looks to be waking up a little bit for the boys from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Fury Elite scrape across a run in the top half of the 4th inning and get us back to 4-2 in the 2014 championship game of the Challenge Cup right here on TravelBallSelect.com.
This is Nations Baseball.
Matty Ice to the plate, driven, high, deep, gone. Gets over the fence by about a foot.
Nations Baseball features the most complete roster and team classification systems in the country, allowing for true class play, matching teams of equal skill levels better than any other organization on the planet. Teams compete in Metro, Select, Elite, and Premier classes in leagues and tournaments around the nation for a chance to attend World Series and National Championship events in the most attractive locations in the country.
That's it. 3 in a row to first base, and that will end it.
Great hitters aren't born. They're made. Swing Away makes them.
Hi, I'm Bryce Bryce Harper. If you want to be a better hitter, all you have to do is swing away.
Now, all baseball players and softball players can train like the pros. Hit anywhere, anytime, inside or out. Players of all ages and skill levels can get serious and immediate results with the Swing Away.
Swing away will make you a better hitter, period.
You're just a swing away from becoming a great hitter at swingaway.com.
Back on TravelBallSelect.com. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Chris Mooneyham here with a play-by-play story. Our final game of the week here in Metro Atlanta. It's the championship game of the Challenge Cup here in 2014 at the East Cobb Baseball Complex. In the bottom half of the inning, the LA Clash at the plate, sitting on a 4-2 lead, and Cody Turner to lead things off. Los Angeles versus Chattanooga. Tennessee versus California. No matter how you break it down, LA Clash versus Fury Elite, one way or another, it's for a title. And that's all these boys care about. Players and family members have traveled from long distances to reach this point. To left and pretty deep. Left fielder battles the wind and rain that has started to fall, and Kaufeld comes away with the first out of the inning. Now they'll start to watch the field and see how the treatment goes. Again, we are at a world-class type facility, so the ground should hold for a little bit longer than some parks would usually hold with the rain. Called at first, and the catch made. A defensive replacement at first, by the way, on the pop out. Caleb Valdez is back out at first. Looks like they're interchanging first baseman by the inning. Valdez started out at first. They put Pridmore out there. Now they've gone back to Valdez. So a fly out to left, to pop up to first, and now Max Muncy. Max delivered the most productive blow of the ball game so far, a 2 RBI single in the second inning. Strike. Lefty looks in, brings home the 1-1. Make it 2-1. Keaton Ray looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Clash sent 4 men to the plate in the first. 2, 4, 6 men to the plate in the second when they put 3 runs on the board. And 2, 4, 5 men to the plate in the third when they added their 4th run. Now this rain not serious. It'll pass very quickly. In fact, it should be over here in about the next 10 minutes or so. Ray, the lefty, looks in. Brings home the 2-2, well, maybe in a moment, to Max Muncy. Curveball that stays high. Count run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom 4. Ray deals. Called strike 3. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the LA Clash in the bottom half of the 4th. Chattanooga, Tennessee team coming back up with a lot of momentum offensively. And now down by 2 in the 5th of the 2014 Challenge Cup Championship game. Two more outs, or 2 more innings, barring extra innings, that is. Top half of the 5th inning. Fury Elite, the visiting team, at the plate and trailing by 2. It's 4-2. The LA Clash from Southern California lead the Fury Elite from Chattanooga, Tennessee in the 2014 Challenge Cup Championship game. 14-team double elimination tournament. Some of the best teams in the entire country as far as travel baseball goes in this 11U classification. Landon Maynard to lead off the inning. He comes through on 4 pitches. Seth Caulfield now. Seth, the Fury left fielder. Strikeout victim his first time up. Got a chance to really chip into that lead again. Fury Elite led 1-0 in the first as the visiting team. Then 4 consecutive runs. Scored 3 in the second. Did the Clash, and then a single run in the third to take a 4-1 lead. And then just last inning at the plate, the Chattanooga-based Fury Elite drilled a solo home run off the bat of Noah Pridmore to get back to 4-2. Bunt attempt. Akiera has to throw quickly to first. Now they try to throw behind the runner at second. And wisely he threw on the brakes immediately, did Landon Maynard, and dive right back to the bag. That's a fundamentally sound play really on both ends. A highly educated defensive play by the first baseman and the covering man, I believe the shortstop, to know and be in sync to know that they were going to try to get in behind that runner and gun him down at second. And then, of course, smart by Maynard to be aware of the play and immediately dig his right foot into the dirt and dive back to the bag. Caulfield retired 1-3, and here's Ransom. Chance at an RBI. Into right. Wind plays tricks with it. Right fielder comes in, makes a catch. 2 men gone. So if the lead's to be cut into for the second consecutive inning by Fury Elite, they'll have to do it with 2 men out. Here's Bryce Houghton. 0-2 now. Bryce strike out as the second man, or the first man retired in the third. Macchiero has been getting a lot of swings. Empty swings. Swing and a miss. Houghton down on strikes and the throw out to first to end the inning. Leadoff runner reaches via the walk and makes it down to second, but rarely do you see that runner not score after leadoff walk. This time, it doesn't. And Fury Elite trails by 2. To the bottom half of the fifth we go on TravelBallSelect.com.
Great hitters aren't born. They're made. Swing Away makes them.
Hi, I'm Bryce Harper. If you want to be a better hitter, all you have to do is swing away.
Now, all baseball players and softball players can train like the pros. Hit anywhere, anytime, inside or out. Players of all ages and skill levels can get serious and immediate results with the Swing Away.
Swing Away will make you a better hitter, period.
You're just a swing away from becoming a great hitter at swingaway.com.
How important is confidence to success in travel baseball? 80% is the most common answer I get, and it may be even more. Baseball is hard enough the way it is, but I find that some of the biggest robbers of confidence in young players is their parents and coaches. So go to Play Big Travel Ball right now and get my free report. 3 hidden mistakes even top travel ball coaches make that crush player confidence and turn wins into losses. And I'll give you the fixes for them as well. So go get my free report at playbigtravelball.com.
Clash look to add to their lead here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. A 4-2 ball game. Home team will send Acuna, Martinez, and then back to the top of the order in Cooper. Pop-up behind second. The call and the catch at short. I'll tell you who's been solid defensively in this ball game so far is Ransom at short. Acuna retired for the second time. And now Martinez. Is he the man who at least started at third? Drives one to left, fairly deep. Left fielder makes a call and the catch. Kaufeld for out number 2. That is very, very important, I must tell you, by the way, if you're just joining us. Very important for Fury Elite to retire the first 2 men with young Mr. George Cooper coming to the plate. Cooper has been some kind of hitter and productive offensive player just in this ball game. He's one of the leading hitters in either of the 2 tournaments. In fact, he may be the leading hitter average-wise. I don't have the up-to-date numbers. Could fall, and does for a base hit. He's up over 550 for the tournament. 550 in the Challenge Cup. He's reached 3 times just tonight and 4 stolen bases. Let's watch him on the base pads as Biller digs in. That one shot at the second baseman. Fielding, flipping, force at second, inning over. Well, that, one of the easier innings that Fury Elite has had in the ball game. And now they'll head to the top half of the final frame. Down by 2 in the Challenge Cup. Hopper Rowe, the new moundsman for the LA Clash, now just 3 outs away from the championship of the 2014 Challenge Cup. It'll be Hunter Jones, C.J. Robertson, and Keaton Ray coming to the plate for the Chattanooga, Tennessee team. We've got the home plate umpire heading over to, he was over having a conversation with the Clash dugout. Now he's headed over to have a conversation with the Fury dugout. Okay. Comes back out and says, all right, here we go. Hunter's second at bat of the ball game. Just a strikeout to show for his wares today. That came back in the third. No matter the result of this one for either team, whoever falls, and Fury Elite's not able to rally, boy, they got something to be proud of. Quite an appearance down here in Metro Atlanta this week. For either one of these teams to battle through a very competitive Challenge Cup and get here to the championship, quite an accomplishment. 0-2 count. It has been an amazing week of travel baseball, with the travel ball national champion being crowned from La Miranda, California. The Knights of Northern California beat the Tigers of Dallas, Texas. And now the second big-time tournament. Some people have said that it's funny because this, in some years, would be the national champion caliber bracket pop-up on the infield. Catcher battling, and making the catch. Ruben Acuna without number 1. Two of the highly acclaimed national programs, national travel ball teams in 2014. Rose first is high and tight for ball 1. As I mentioned, if you missed it at the beginning of the inning, Hopper Rowe has taken the mound for the LA Clash now. Chopper by Robertson. CJ got a lot of speed to beat this one out, and he does. An infield single for C.J. Robertson, and he reaches for the second time in the ball game. Now 1 for 2 officially, with a walk, an infield single, a pop-up, and a stolen base. Robertson with a lot of speed. Keaton Ray at the plate now. 16 waits. Hopper Rowe deals. High fly into center field. Moving over and making the catch in right center field for out number 2. Ray decided to jump on the first if it was close, and he just missed it. And Chase Roberts to the plate. Chase 0 for 2. Fly out in the first, a ground out in the 4th. Rowe looks in. Gets a sign that he likes, kicks and fires. A curveball in the dirt for 1-0. Is high with a fastball. 5 tremendous days of travel baseball here in Metro Atlanta. Remember, we started with 30 teams in 6 pools in pool play. Snap throw to first and the runner back. 16 teams were sent into the Travel Ball National Championship bracket and 14 teams into the Challenge Cup. A couple hours ago, we crowned our national champion, and now we're on the verge of the Challenge Cup champion. In the dirt, and he walked him. Well, now it's getting interesting. A pop-up, an infield single, a fly out, and a walk in the inning. Chris Rixa, pardon me. Boy, I've hacked his name up a couple times today. Rixa. Chris, the head man for the LA Clash, goes out and has a conversation with Hopper Rowe. Tying run, stands at first, and here's Noah Pridmore. Remember, Pridmore's driven in the only 2 runs so far for Fury Elite, and he takes a curveball outside and in the dirt for ball 1. An RBI single with 2 men out in the first. A solo home run with 2 men out in the 4th. And now he's at the plate, the potential lead run with 2 men out in the final frame. And Rose 1-0. Oh, couldn't check his swing. Snap throw down to third, and the runner is in. Both men with stolen bases. So Pridmore now just a single away from tying things up in the final frame. Swing and a miss. One-two count on Pridmore now. Courtesy runner. Keaton Ray gonna courtesy run for Chase Roberts at second. A little more speed there. 1-2 count, 2 men out, top half of the final frame. Lead run at the plate and the pitch. In the dirt, 2-2. The big RBI man at the plate. The drama builds in the 2014 Challenge Cup Championship game. Can this guy do it again? Rowe kicks and fires. Curveball called for, strike 3, and the game is over. The 2014 Challenge Cup champions, the Clash of Los Angeles. Fury Elite from Chattanooga, Tennessee, threatened again in the final frame. They were dancing around runs all day, but clutch pitching and big timeouts for the LA Clash got them out of a couple of jams, but the 4 runs they were able to score across a couple of innings, and the incredible base running by the LA Clash. 6 stolen bases in the ball game, and they turn it into 4 runs and a 4-2 Challenge Cup championship win. It has been quite a 5-day affair here in Metro Atlanta. For our entire crew, including Fred Edgars, Jamel Smith, Jarrett Smith, Amy Walker, I'm Chris Mooneyham. 4-2 is your final. What a week it's been in Metro Atlanta. 4-2, Fury Elite fall to the LA Clash in the 2014 Challenge Cup Championship game right here on TravelBallSelect.com.